Hey everybody, my name's Grady and welcome to Uncle Sweetie's Model Works. I was gonna do a welcome video first, but I saw Matt's video over there at yeah, Matt over there at Model Car Videos. His video about why we build what we build, why we buy what we buy, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to get a YouTube channel started. So I am 50 years old. This is my very first YouTube video. Yeah, my very first YouTube video. And we're just going to get this channel started and go from where I'm at. So, on why we buy what we buy, why we build what we build. I have a little bit different perspective right now. I have not built a model kit since I haven't built a model kit for 25 years. Life got in the way, had kids, raised kids, blah blah blah. We all know how that is. But I have, so I guess for the most part, I have become a collector by default. You can probably see above my shoulder here my wall of kits, which you can't see it all behind me, but it goes floor to ceiling, and I probably have that many more that you can't see. My collection is about 500 kits, and I thought I would throw this out there about what I buy, what I collect. And mind you, I buy and I collect kits that I want to build. I have every intention of building every kit that I have. I probably never will, but I have every intention of doing so. So I guess you could say I'm a gearhead. I'm no mechanic, but I've always been into cars. Started with Hot Wheels when I was a kid, young kid, played outside in the dirt with the Hot Wheels, making roads that go nowhere, as they say. And always into hot rods, and that progressed into Legos and building things, and then model cars. But I've always been into cars. I had an uncle that built a 32T bucket from the ground up and entered it into his very first World of Wheels here in Kansas City and won Best in Show, the very first show he ever entered. It was a beautiful car. And when I was 8 years old or so, I thought I was so cool because I could go with him to the show and help him set up and take a toothbrush and scrub Armor All into the treads of those Mickey Thompson tires. Anyway, what I buy, what I collect. I love cars of all kinds, all eras, all kinds. I love motorcycles. I love pickup trucks. Um, in anything fast, anything sexy. I like most kinds of racing, but I'm not big into collecting some of those. But I have little bits and pieces of all kinds. I have funny cars. I have Top Fuel dragsters. I have a couple of specific NASCARs. I don't have a whole lot of intention to build a lot of NASCARs because the building of the kit is where it's at for me. So once you've built 3 or 4 NASCAR kits, well, the news wearing off, and a NASCAR kit is a NASCAR kit. I like lowriders. I like mud trucks. I like big rigs. I like show cars. I like, oh my goodness, everything you can imagine. So the biggest part of it for me is nostalgia too. I have I have kits of cars that I have driven. I have kits of cars that friends have driven. I have kits from TV shows that I've watched. Just everything. Um, there's a local one-to-one car builder here in Kansas City named Joe Pace that did a series of TV show cars. So one of his things that he built that was always a local, celebrity kind of thing was a version of the Ghostbusters car. So I have a version of the Ghostbusters car. I have a lot of the Dukes of Hazzard collection. I have Hardcastle and McCormick, the Fall Guy pickup, the Munsters cars. I like the Revel Donk series. Although everything in it is not a donk, I like they're technically called high riders. I like the high rider cars. That's basically a low rider with huge wheels and tires. Um, I have the Rebel Chip Boost collection because I like Chip Boost as a builder and think his work is great. I have a lot of the Boyd's series cars because, again, Boyd is a great builder and I like him. And just, I have, like I said, 30s, 40s era uh, Cadillac, Cadillac town cars, Bugatti Royale, that kind of stuff. I like supercars, so I don't have a whole lot of those in my collection, but I'm looking to get the Pagani Zonda and very different, and other cars like that, the Ferraris, the Porsches. My I'm that age, like a lot of us are. The Porsche 911 is, the epitome of fast cars, of sexy European supercars, to use a phrase, which they probably were back when they came out. I like heavy equipment. I've got big rigs. I've got the trailers. I don't have any enclosed trailers, but I've got car haulers. I've got flatbed trailers. I've got heavy equipment. I've got just everything you can think of. Anything anything that strikes my fancy, anything that's in a gearhead mode. I've got several motorcycle kits. I've got some boat kits. I'll be looking to add a couple of airplane kits. Mostly just the Blue Angel stuff because I'm not particularly an aircraft guy. But it just one thing in common through all of them for me is it has to be something that I would want to drive, at least for a day. So I like driving all kinds of cars. I have driven all kinds of cars and a lot of different equipment and motorcycles and even a pro street car here and there in some of the jobs that I've had. And, it's nostalgic for me. It's financial for me. I'll never build any one-on-one car, but I can build a lot of them in the 24 and 25th scale, and I can build them exactly how I want, and exactly the colors I want, mix and match parts, all that sort of thing. Most of the same reasons that all of us have for choosing what we build, choosing what we buy. And hopefully, uploading this video, beginning a YouTube channel with this, I will start building more, and hopefully you guys will see this and appreciate where I'm going. Again, I'm starting from the ground up. First YouTube video, first YouTube channel on like a 6-year-old cell phone. I'm recording this on a Galaxy S7. And that's where I'm starting. 50 years old and starting phase 3 of my life, starting the rest of my life, and doing some new and interesting things. And I hope you guys come with me and support me on my journey of learning through all of it and starting where I'm at and going forward. So thank you guys if you've stuck it out this far. As always with YouTube videos, please give the video a like and share. Leave a comment about what you think about where I'm starting, where I'm at. Any advice from the YouTube content creators would be greatly appreciated on equipment, techniques, and all that sort of thing. I've been watching a lot of channels for a year and a half, maybe even 2 years, and I'm finally getting my butt motivated to join the crowd and get back to a hobby that I love. Thank you guys for sticking with me this long.